Nice. But listen, one of the things about this guy that I've always picked up on with his filmmaking is that he really captures the genre, and it does make you feel like you're back in time. And I think Paul Thomas Anderson, although we've not seen Licorice Pizza, I read the synopsis and I'm getting that vibe that this is obviously it's a very good film in your opinion, Gianni, because you've got it at number 4. But Alana Haim is in there. I'm just getting some feedback.
Yeah, just checking the audio. I brushed
Cooper
against
Hoffman,
the mic. These mics
Sean
are very
Penn is in there as well. Why is this your number 3? And this is one that, as John said earlier,
I mean, it's Paul Thomas Anderson for a start, so you know you're getting some level of excellence with this guy. There's certain directors on the planet living and obviously deceased, but you just know if they produce a movie, it's going to have a degree of brilliance. So right off the bat, that's why it's there for me.
Yeah.
But I'll let you speak, Gianni. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson is one of those people that anything he touches is going to turn to gold. In my mind, he's my favorite working director today. And I think that, Boogie Nights may not be an optimal date movie, but it certainly has its place in modern American cinema. I've never seen somebody that was able to be such a fan of film that then communicates that into such a unique and interesting new sort of narrative. And I think that what's brilliant about Boogie Nights in particular, just before we get into Licorice Pizza, is like it took all of these brilliant ideas that he was so infatuated by in Scorsese films at the time, and then just reintegrated them into this narrative that he wanted to tell about this new up-and-coming porn star, this rise and fall of this porn star. I think it's brilliant, and I think it just goes to show how unique Paul Thomas Anderson's mind works. He's just constantly sort of taking all of these bits and pieces from film that he loves, and then just sort of making them into this eclectic mesh of these brilliant, nuanced characters. And Licorice Pizza is no different. It is it's probably the most similar film that he's done to Boogie Nights. It's also probably the most similar movie he's done to Punch Drunk Love. But I mean, like at the end of the day, you're just sort of splitting hairs, because I think Licorice Pizza just sort of lives in a realm of its own. It's I think I said this to a friend of mine, and I definitely stand by it. In my mind, Licorice Pizza stands perfectly with like the trilogy of films with Dazed and Confused, Everybody Wants Some, and Licorice Pizza, where they're all like these unique coming of age stories in like American 60s, 70s, 80s, and they tell like these like cute, nuanced little love stories about like just different ways that we can look at love. And I think what Licorice Pizza does that other romantic comedies don't do is it does reinvent the plot structure of a typical romantic comedy, where like the romantic comedy, as we all sort of know and understand it, is it's like guy gets girl, guy loses girl, guy gets girl back kind of thing, right? And I think that what Licorice Pizza aptly does is it plays with the idea that, okay, what if he gets girl, loses girl, gets girl, loses girl, she loses him, then he gets her, then she gets him back, and like it completely just sort of deconstructs the narrative.
That was almost like Block there. Girls who have boys who need girls who have girls.
It's just so ingenious how it sort of realigns itself in that genre. It completely reinvents the genre. I would not be surprised to see lesser filmmakers try to copy what Licorice Pizza did to plot structure in their romantic comedies moving forward, because it's just that inventive and brilliant.
Hopefully with Meg Ryan.
He's also like, Meg Ryan.
I'm not thinking Meg.
You got nails too. You can see a lot of different ways. But I mean, like,
I was watching
beyond all of that, you have Alana Haim, who I think is truly and honestly carrying the film. I think she gives one of the best performances of the year, and I'm a huge Haim fan in general. I'm actually going to see them in concert in May, which was like a Christmas present. So I'm I'm like a big Haim nerd. I was sure in the other room. It's a thing, but like I was so nervous, and I think I wrote this in the review. I was so nervous to see the movie because I was worried. It's like all the Haim girls are in the movie, and Paul Thomas Anderson directs a lot of their music videos, and that's cool, but I don't know if they can really transition to performance. I've seen tries and I've seen fails from many great musicians trying to work their way into this. And I think what Paul Thomas Anderson did here is he crafted a narrative that is so intrinsically tied to her as a performer that you cannot imagine anybody else taking over that character instead of her. She is so perfect and uniquely brilliant in that role that it just cements that performance as like one of my favorite love story performances of all time. Licorice Pizza, I mean, it's an absolutely charming story. Every single scene of it is, you'll just smile on your face from beginning to end. There's really nothing more than I can say than that in terms of like why people should watch it. I think it's just so charming.
And ultimately, this is why when you do have the likes of your Meg Ryan's coming out and perhaps pining for days have passed where the rom-coms were aplenty, maybe varying degrees of quality, they should shut their mouths, because if you've got a director like a Paul Thomas Anderson or someone like-minded who can create something different and reevaluate what it means to be a romantic comedy with obviously drama in there, it will get eyeballs. The genre will come back. If there's enough like-minded people doing something different, it will come back. And I keep going back because they're constantly attacking blockbuster movies. Blockbuster movies have been in existence for ever. There's always been a market for zany different movies. The likes of your Nolans have done it, your Tarantinos have done it, going all the way back, man, for decades. There's always been that director doing something different. Shut the fuck up about it, stop attacking and go and make some great movies like this, which I'm going to watch because of what you've said here, Gianni, because it's great words. And you've just, for you to come out and say it's your favourite romantic movie, perhaps of all time, I mean, that's high praise indeed. But it doesn't surprise me because of the director involved, because he has worked with mindless amounts of talent, man, and he is a guy that's renowned for being one of the greatest directors of all time, so it doesn't surprise me why it's in there, and that's why I said it at the start. But it's very difficult to speak about movies when you've not seen them, so this is why I should have watched a lot more of these movies, because I'm sitting here and I'm talking and I've not seen the movie, so it's annoying.
Number 3.